This hybrid photography vlog post is part of the Smarter Photo Network. Hey, it's Crockett here. Welcome to Crockettville. I apologize for being gone for a couple of weeks or so. We had some client shoots, and of course, we made our new VOD video on all the crazy mainlight questions that we get from our wonderful audience. Speaking of which, on the Ask Will, I've got the Rich Reports. My buddy Rich asking me about, well, a couple things really. The occasional moire issue on the GH3 camera, but more importantly, what we're going to do for a second camera. Now, I've got some thoughts on, well, first of all, let's get the moire thing out of the way. The GH3 does have a little issue with moire on certain shirts. And in fact, Louis is going to dig up a clip and he's going to put it right here. There you go. See my green shirt there is doing a little sparkly dance? Yep. Well, when you notice here, I'm using the same camera, a different lens, but same camera now, and you notice that it's not, right? It does depend on the reflectivity and the pattern inside the cloth, but moire is moire, and it's just going to happen, guys. And you're going to deal with it by either avoiding it, right, seeing it before you shoot it, or you're just going to have to cover it up with some sort of soft focus. Typically gets rid of it. There are some filters that claim to get rid of moire on video, but I've never had the patience to deal with processing video filters that take 9 hours to complete, right? No offense to the video filters guy. But let's get back to the bigger question. When you're moving mirrorless, and you've decided that you're shooting photo and video on the go, right? That you decide at the moment you're going to take the picture. Are you going to shoot a photo or are you going to shoot video? And I like to take it even a step further, that if I'm going to shoot black and white, I'm going to set the camera up to do black and white. I'm not going to do black and white in post. Well, the question Rich asks is, Will, in order to get a wide variety of images for my customers, should I be looking at one of those other camera brands too? Well, here's a thought. One thought is, when you really get serious about photography, and most folks know if this is your first entree into professional photography, you really only want to buy one set of lenses. The GH3 uses the micro four thirds lens mount, so that allows you to put an Olympus OMD 5 inside there and some other brands too that will allow you to take advantage of the money that you spent in those lenses. And of course, there are some wonderful micro four thirds lenses. But I got to tell you, I'm finding myself using the Lumix GH3 and using the Fuji X series. And the reason why is there are certain things that the Fuji X series can do that no other camera can do, right? And this is not a plug for the Fuji X series. What this is I'm trying to answer Rich's question because he's in the same spot that I am. Our work is growing and our vision is now changing, and we've gone past the DSLR thing, and we're creating things in the camera with our mirrorless cameras because they're more easy to do that than DSLRs are. But I'm going to go out on a job with two different camera bodies when I shoot for commercial clients. The other is the Fuji X. The reason is the Fuji X has luscious black and white that can't be touched by anything else. Next, the Fuji X series has these crazy film simulation modes that allow you to go from bold, vivid, Velvia simulation modes all the way over to the most luxurious black and whites, of course, with filters even added to them, right? You shoot a blue sky with a red filter on, you get that kind of funky look. Well, those are built into the Fuji camera. So the Fuji camera is sharper too, right? It's a bigger sensor, doesn't matter. It's a bigger file size and it's a super sharp, really sharp file. So if your creativity wants to be able to go and shoot photo and video on the run and with excellent autofocus and beautiful skin tone rendition, then the GH3, how do you beat it? It's wonderful. If you're looking for an all-around great performing camera, GH3 is really a terrific choice. But when you want to have that little extra edge, when you want to have a little more refinement to your creativity, dude, nothing beats the Fuji X series. Jump in there and see. Super high ISO. You got the expandable dynamic range. The quick function menu on the Fuji is really spectacular. So for me, I would go with the two-camera system, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Yep, I got a full line of the Fuji lenses, and I got a full line of the Lumix lenses, and that stinks to have to carry those because we were trying to avoid that, but that's the way I'm working, and I hope it works out for you. Thanks, buddy. This is a great question. I appreciate it. The best quality hybrid and traditional photo lighting and shooting videos are available for you at ShootSmarterUniversity.com, and they're less than $10 a piece, too.